Today, I will be ranking the top Fortnite player from every country in the world, starting with the United Kingdom. This is 19-year-old Kyle Jackson, also known as Mongrel, and he has earned over $718,000 from Fortnite tournaments. Mongrel's most notable placements include 6th in the Fortnite World Cup duos, earning him $225,000, and 13th in the solos, earning him $150,000. He also placed 1st in Chapter 2 Season 4 FNCS, taking home $37,000. Before I tell you more, it's important to highlight some of the honorable mentions from the UK, players like Vino, Benji Fishy, and Wolfies. But the reason I went with Mongrel is because in this video, I will not only be looking at a player's current skill, but also their previous placements throughout their career and their overall impact on the game. Mongrel was one of the most popular Fortnite players from the beginning of the game until late 2021, when he announced that he'd be stepping away from competitive Fortnite. He spent the next few years streaming on and off, but not competing or really grinding his content. However, Mongrel has recently returned to competitive Fortnite, where he is duoing with our next player on this list from Norway. Martin Foss, also known as Mr. Savage, is the best player in Norwegian Fortnite history. The 19-year-old superstar is regarded as one of the best Fortnite players in all of Europe and the entire world. Mr. Savage has earned over $530,000 from competitive events, which, by the way, isn't even in the top 10 of earnings on this list. So stick around to see who has the most earnings, and the answer will surprise you. Mr. Savage has qualified for every major LAN event, including the World Cup, where he placed 14th in duos and 29th in solos. Mr. Savage also qualified for the FNCS Global Invitational and the FNCS Global Championship. Savage has been competing since the early days of Fortnite, where he was among the top pros and has been there ever since. Because of this, Mr. Savage also has one of the largest followings on social media, where he currently has over 8.5 million followers across Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. And speaking of OG players, next is Aragonist. Representing Hungary, this 27-year-old is one of the oldest players on this list. He has been completely retired since he was 24 years old, however, and competed between the years 2018 and 2020. He made his first earnings in 2018, where he placed 31st in the week 6 of the EU Summer Skirmish, earning him $1,500. He has a total of $19,000 earned from Fortnite tournaments throughout his career, with his most recent earnings being in 2019 during day 1 of the Winter Royale. Although he's no longer a pro player, he still streams on Twitch, where he has over 100,000 followers. Wait. Before our next country, I have a huge surprise for you guys as well. I'm going to be giving one of you guys 5,000 V-Bucks. All you need to do to enter is subscribe right now and watch until the end of this video to be entered. Now, back to the video. Our next player is TK. At 18 years old, TK is the #1 competitive player from the Dominican Republic. TK is one of the top controller players in all of North America. He started competing during the World Cup and is one of the most respected players in the console community before switching to PC. TK has earned over $37,000 from tournaments, and his biggest earnings amount came from the 2023 FNCS Global Championship, where although he placed 50th, he still earned $5,000 from that tournament alone. And just so you guys know, that was just 5 of our 50 countries on this list. So make sure to grab some popcorn and wait to see who the best player from your country is going to be. Comment down below who you think the best player from your country is, and no skipping ahead and cheating. Trust me, I'll know. Speaking of cheaters, our next player is Malibuka. Relax. I know Malibuka is not cheating, but this Russian professional Fortnite player is so good at the game that many pros accuse Danila Yakovenko, also known as Malibuka, of cheating for a very long time. At only 18 years old, Malibuka emerged later than most pros on this list. However, he quickly shot his way up to being one of the top players on the European region. Malibuka has an amazing $890,000 in official Fortnite earnings. He won the 2022 Gamers 8 LAN for $125,000 and won 2 separate DreamHacks and the most recent 2024 FNCS Major Grand Finals in Europe. Malibuka earning almost $1 million is especially impressive because unlike many of these other pros on the list, Malibuka did not earn anything during the World Cup and Winter Royale days. Back in 2019, the World Cup and other LAN tournaments had much higher prize pools than we see today. He did, however, qualify for the 2022 FNCS LAN event, where he placed 16th, with the next player on our list as his duo, Merstash. Merstash, also known as Andrei Piratov, at only 16 years old, is one of the youngest players on this list, but I would argue he's also one of the best. Merstash has over $600,000 earned from events and has won 2 grand finals on EU, including the most recent 2024 FNCS Major 1 with his duo Malabuka. Murstache is also a bronze Olympic medal holder, which he earned during the Esports Olympics in 2023. He also qualified to the 2022 FNCS Invitational, where he placed 16th to earn $3,500, and the 2023 Global Championships, where he placed 15th, earning $25,000. Murstache made his very first earnings in Week 8 of the Duos World Cup when he was only 12 years old. Technically, he wasn't even allowed to play, as the minimum age to compete in Fortnite competitive is 13 years old. Another player who made their first earnings illegally at just 11 years old is Alex. At just 15 years old, Alex is the Australian superstar and the youngest player on our list. This was a very tough choice because, as many of you know, Muzz is widely regarded as the best player from Australia. That being said, Alex performing at such a high level at such a young age is one of the main reasons I decided to put him at number 1 for Australia. Alex has $128,000 earned from competitive events, which is very impressive considering he plays on one of the smallest regions, and again, he's just 15 years old. Alex's biggest single win was when he won the 2021 OCE Grand Royale, earning him $13,000. Alex is signed to Power, which is one of the biggest Fortnite teams in the entire world. He is not only a fan favorite in Australia, but around the world, and has built up a combined 180,000 followers on his social medias. Comment down below if you guys think Alex or Muzz should be ranked number 1 in Australia. With some of these countries, it's just really difficult to choose who is best, just like in the country of Mexico. Snacky, age 17, is the best competitive player from Mexico. On my list, he beats out other popular Mexican players such as Dukes, Pollo, and Jelty. Snacky is currently in the organization TSM. He has been competing since 2019, since he got his first earnings in Duos Week 2 of the World Cup qualifiers. He has won 3 FNCS Grand Finals on the NA West region, and currently has over $156,000 earned from competitive Fortnite. Snacky's most recent earnings were in the 2024 Major 1 Finals, where he placed 41st and earned $750. Snacky also has a huge social media presence, where he has over 420,000 followers on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. If you thought Mexico was hard to decide, we need to talk about Poland. It's hard to mention our Polish pick Cammy without mentioning his duo Seti. Regarded as the best duo in Fortnite history, it's almost impossible to choose one over the other. But let me explain why I think Cammy just edges out Seti in the race for the best player from Poland. Mikhail Kaminski, also known as Cammy, has been playing since 2019 when he made his first earnings in the World Cup warm-up, placing 63rd. Cammy has had some of the best placements in the entire world, including first in the Gamers 8 2023 for $250,000, first at the 2020 FNCS Global Championship for $100,000, and first in the Chapter 2 Season 8 FNCS Grand Finals for $100,000. Not to mention second at the FNCS Global Championships in 2023, which earned him $325,000. He has achieved over $1.4 million from tournaments, which puts him 7th on the all-time Fortnite earnings leaderboard and 2nd out of the players on our list today. And if you guys want to find out who the number 1 most earned player on our list is, make sure to watch until the end of the video. Now back to Cammy. Cammy's duo Seti has very similar placements since they've been playing together since Trios FNCS. But the only big difference is that Cammy had that massive Gamers 8 win, and Seti doesn't have that. So it was almost impossible to pick, and luckily, this next country is a lot easier. India doesn't have a ton of top tier players, which is why this makes it a bit easier to pick. Partially because it's hard to get good ping on the closest region to them, which is Asia. That being said, there is one player who sticks out, and that is the 20-year-old Jiren. By far the best player from India, he has the best placement from any Indian player in an FNCS. Jiren placed an impressive 5th in the Chapter 2 Season 1 FNCS Grand Finals, where he earned almost $2,000. Jiren stopped competing in Fortnite at the end of August 2021, however, he earned a total of $6,725 over the course of his career. Although he's the player with the 2nd lowest earnings on this list, Chile, from the country of Bulgaria, is the least earned, with just $1,300 earned in all of Fortnite. His earnings come from the FNCS Chapter 2 Season 3 EU heats, where he won $1,000, and also from July 2020's EU DreamHack, where he earned $300. And he won't be earning more anytime soon because Chile retired from competitive Fortnite a long time ago. Almost as long ago as our player from the Philippines, Barl. Carl Celedonio, also known as Barl, does not compete in competitive Fortnite anymore and retired in 2020. At age 20, he's considered the top Fortnite player coming out of the Philippines. He started competing in early 2019 and made his first earnings when he placed 5th in the Scallywag Cup, that's a throwback, and earned $1,000. Barl placed consistently throughout the World Cup qualifiers and placed 1st in the Week 4 duos, which qualified him him for the World Cup. Here he placed 41st, but still took home $50,000. Farrell has earned a total of $65,750 from competitive Fortnite. And if we go just north of the Philippines, we have Muffin, a 20-year-old player from Japan. He is currently the best ranked player from his country of Japan, with an amazing $138,000 earned from 47 Fortnite tournaments. From the years 2019 to 2023, Muffin played in several big-name tournaments such as FNCS and the World Cup. His highest earnings in one tournament was $50,000 from the Fortnite World Cup. Just like Muffin, King from Argentina earned a place in the Fortnite World Cup. Thiago Lapp, better known as King, is a 17-year-old prodigy from Argentina. Not only the best player in Argentina, he's also the best player of all time to compete in the Brazilian region. Unlike our last competitor, however, King earned way more than $50,000 at the World Cup. King gained massive popularity after placing 5th in the Solo World Cup, earning him $900,000. He shocked fans with his aggressive playstyle, which set him apart from a lot of other competitors. King has earned a whopping $1.2 million from competitive Fortnite, which puts him among the top earners in the world and 3rd on today's list of players. Our number 1 player will be a huge shock. I promise it's not who you think it is. Make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video to see who it is. King won 4 FNCS Grand Finals in the Brazilian region, and he is qualified to every major LAN event, including the World Cup, FNCS Global Championship, FNCS Invitational, and the Gamers 8 Esports World Cup. King is one of only a few players who qualified for the World Cup and is still competing to this day. Him and his duo Phaser are moving to EU to compete in a more difficult region for a higher prize pool. He will have much more difficult players in his region of Europe, which is one of our next players, the Serbian Queasy. Alexis Svetkovic, also known as Queasy, at just 21 years old, is in the debate for one of the best Fortnite players in not only Europe, but the entire world. Queasy has over $1 million in total Fortnite earnings and has won a total of 3 FNCS Grand Finals. Queasy won in Chapter 3 Season 2, Chapter 2 Season 6, and the 2023 FNCS Major Grand 2 Finals. He is qualified for both the 2023 Global Championships and the 2022 Invitational, where him and his duo Vino had a heartbreaking second place to Cammy and Seti, who landed at their spot the last game, killing them off spawn and ruining their chances at winning the LAN. This is one of the greatest moments of competitive Fortnite history. Check it out.
Bubble shield going out. He's trying to bait it. He's trying to bait the revive so that way Cammy might peek. Breaks through the wall. Shot's gonna be fired! And they do it! Become Legends are on top!
Become Legends has officially managed to win!
Queasy most recently placed 2nd in the 2024 FNCS Major 1 Grand Finals, securing $60,000 each with his duo, who's also our next player, Thomas HD. Thomas is by far the best Fortnite player from Denmark and one of the best Fortnite players in the entire world. Thomas is among the top earners of all time, with official Fortnite earnings of almost $1.2 million throughout his career. Thomas has been playing since the World Cup and even qualified for the World Cup duos, where he placed 21st and earned $50,000. Thomas has won 2 DreamHack events, both in the summer of 2023, and he has sadly never won an FNCS Grand Finals, which makes him the best player to never win in FNCS. However, he does have some of the most consistent Grand Finals placements we've ever seen. He has placed 2nd, 2nd, 2nd again, 3rd, 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 3rd again, 4th, 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 6th, and 8th. As previously stated, he placed 2nd in the most recent FNCS Major with Queasy, earning $60,000. Thomas is one of the most respected players in all of competitive Fortnite, and is also regarded as the best sniper the game has ever seen. Alright guys, for the sake of getting in as many countries as possible, I'm going to do the next 5 countries in just 60 seconds rapid fire. Starting now. Tui from New Zealand, age 2021, no longer competes and has announced his retirement of June of 2023, but during his Fortnite career, he earned over $37,000. Now to Singapore, we have Mev. Age 2022, this retired Singaporean player has competed in 2 different regions. In Asia, he earned $4,800, and in Middle East, he earned $27,000. Mev won the Chapter 2 Season 1 FNCS Grand Finals, earning him $10,800. Next is Greece. Vilix, at age 22, earned $30,000 from competitive Fortnite, and he quit right after failing to qualify for the World Cup, kinda just like me. Next up, we have Iceland, represented by Magnus. At age 20, he's a retired Fortnite pro who played from 2019 to 2021. At the time of his retirement, he had amassed $18,000 in earnings, and his most notable placement being 9th in Chapter 2, Season 1 of FNCS Grand Finals. And next up is Pakistan. Mohammed Shahir Khan, also known as Helen, at 18 years old, is competing in the Middle East region and is the best competitor from Pakistan. He's been competing in Fortnite since 2019 and is qualified for 16 Grand Finals. Some of his best placements include 2 first place finishes, a second, a third, 2 fourths, and a fifth. He won $17,000 from the FNCS Grand Royale in 2021 and has a total competitive earnings of $57,000. Phew, that was a mouthful. But now we can slow things down and talk about Chapix. This 19-year-old is the best Fortnite player ever produced out of Sweden. Yes, I know what you're thinking. How dare I not put Moneymaker in for Sweden? And although Moneymaker is the young up-and-coming GOAT, Chapix is one of the greatest Fortnite players we have ever seen. And let me tell you why. He has earned over $750,000 from Fortnite tournaments. He started competing in 2019 and achieved his first earnings in the Lux Cup, where he placed 16th and earned $400. His best placements include first in the 2021 Grand Royale, where he earned $200,000, first place in Chapter 2 Season 5 Grand Finals, where he earned $100,000, and second in the Gamers 8 2022 LAN, earning $75,000. Chapix is regarded as one of the best IGLs the game has ever seen, and has played with all the top talent in EU, including Tayson, Seti, and Hen. While Chapix doesn't place as highly as he once did during his peak, he still managed to qualify for the 2024 Major 1 Grand Finals. And he's doing it on the hardest region in the world of EU. The same cannot be said for Savid. Ireland's best player of all time started competing way back in 2019. He made his first earnings in the World Cup warm-up duos in April 2019, where he made $150. Savid has over $61,000 earned from Fortnite, with his most notable accomplishment being Somerset's ex-boyfriend. Just kidding. Kind of. His best Fortnite accomplishment, however, is his third in the 2021 EU DreamHack Open, where he earned $7,500 from one tournament. Savid was also a very popular content creator who signed to Team Power, and he has over 390,000 followers on Twitch, where he infrequently streams. Savid is now retired from competitive Fortnite and played his last FNCS in April of 2023. Next up, the Italian stallion, Belusi. At 19, he is the top player from Italy and has a total of $38,000 earned from events on the EU region. There aren't many players to choose from in Italy because they struggle really bad with ping, being far away from the EU servers. That makes Belusi's $38,000 in earnings much more impressive. Belusi started playing in the World Cup era, but didn't make his first earnings until Trios Week 5 all the way in September of 2019, where he placed 74th and earned $320. Belusi qualified to both the major FNCS LANs, where he placed 58th in the FNCS Global Championship and 33rd in the 2022 FNCS Invitational. He still competes, and his most recent earnings were actually from just a week ago, where on March 22nd, 2024, he won one of his games in a solo victory cup. Staying in Europe, let's move on to Janis. Janis Matwin is an 18-year-old player from Germany. Germany is one of the most stacked countries in terms of Fortnite competitive, and this country includes players such as Lecce, Vadil, and Reason. However, with over $800,000 in earnings and multiple FNCS wins, I have to give the title of Germany's best to Janis. Janis started competing in early 2019, where he earned in the Fortnite World Cup warm-up, placing 308th, winning just a measly $150. His most notable placements, you might ask, include first in Chapter 3 Season 3 of FNCS and Chapter 2 Season 5 of FNCS EU Grand Finals. He also placed 28th in the 2023 FNCS Global Championship and 21st in the 2022 FNCS Invitational. He still competes to this day and placed 16th in the most recent FNCS Grand Finals. Alright guys, we got a lot more countries to go, so it's time for Rapid Fire Part 2. This time, I only have 60 seconds to get through the next 5 countries. Starting with SSK7 from Belarus. He is a retired player who has amassed over $189,000 in earnings over his Fortnite career. He managed to qualify for the World Cup Duos, where he placed 33rd, earning $50,000. Next up, we have Karmi, age 19, from Estonia. He has over $125,000 in earnings and is qualified for 9 FNCS Grand Finals. His best FNCS placement, however, is 4th in the 2023 Major 2 Grand Grand Finals and earned $40,000. This also earned him a spot in the 2023 Global Championships, where he placed 13th, earning $25,000. Unlike Nevify, age 21, who only has a total of $10,000 from Fortnite. Nevify's best placement was when he qualified for the Chapter 3 Season 3 FNCS Grand Finals, where he placed 31st, earning him $1,500. Next up is Below from Finland, and because I'm running out of time, all I can really tell you is that before he quit Fortnite, he placed 17th in the World Cup Finals, earning him $112,000 and $180,000 total in his Fortnite career. Next is Scalar, a retired Czech Republic Fortnite player who is considered the best in his country. He earned a total of $93,000 over his Fortnite career and started playing in the World Cup era, where he managed to qualify for the Solos World Cup. Okay, that was quick, but we must slow down for our next player, who's from Switzerland. Noah Ray, also known as Noah Riley, at the age of 18 is the best Swiss player Fortnite has ever seen. He has earned a total of $322,000 from Fortnite events. Some of his most notable placements include 4th in the FNCS Grand Royale, 3rd in the Chapter 2 Season 5 Grand Finals, and 5th in the Chapter 2 Season 6 Grand Finals. He also finished 7th in the 2022 FNCS Invitation. There are very few players with such consistent placements as Noah Riley, but one of them is Miro. Matthew Fatal, also known as Miro, at 19 years old is our top player from Canada. Another very tough country to choose from, he beat out other big names like Acorn and Yamzo. Miro won an impressive 6 FNCS championships, including the latest global championship.
Not 1, but 2, but 3, but 4, but 5 FNCS wins, make it 6 now.
Since he started competing in early 2020, Miro has managed to earn over $1 million from Fortnite, which puts him among the top earners of all time. Perhaps even more impressively, he did all of this without earning in the Fortnite World Cup, since he started playing after the World Cup even began. Miro's biggest earning events include winning the Global Championship with $500,000 earned, and an FNCS Grand Royale he earned $95,000 by coming in first. He also has a large following on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, with over 1 million followers combined on all those platforms. Even with all those FNCS wins, however, Miro doesn't have as much in earnings as Tayson. Tayson is regarded as one of the best players in EU, and if not the best player of all time, and he's representing Slovenia. Currently on Falcon Esports, Tayson is one of the top tier talents that EU has to offer. He has won 5 FNCS Grand Finals, including 2023 Major 1, 2021 Grand Royale, FNCS All-Star Showdown, Chapter 2 Season 4, and Chapter 2 Season 3 FNCS Grand Finals. These tournaments have helped him accumulate over $1.16 million from earned Fortnite events. Tayson currently duos with another top EU talent named Vino, who just narrowly missed out on our list from the UK. They recently placed 15th in Major 1 of 2024 FNCS, and they're one of the most experienced duos on the EU region. Sticking around in EU, next up is Motor. Motor is a 25-year-old competitive player from Turkey, who is now a full-time content creator. Motor has $87,000 earned from Fortnite, where his best placement was 3rd in Season X FNCS Grand Finals, netting him a total of $48,000. After solo FNCS, Motor transitioned to focus on his Twitch content, where he does watch parties for different EU tournaments. Motor has over 500,000 followers between his Twitch and his Twitter. Next up, and I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, is Fazin. Fazin is a 17-year-old player from Brazil, and if you're from Brazil too, please tell me how to pronounce his name. This 17-year-old prodigy has earned a total of $292,000 from competing. He has qualified to both of the most recent LANs and the FNCS Invitational, where he shocked the world, placing 5th, taking home $35,000. He also qualified for the Global Championships, where he placed 47th and earned $5,000. He has placed first in 44 different tournaments in the Brazil region, making him the clear GOAT of Brazil. He's also one of the few players that competed in the World Cup era and still competes in events now. Next up is another GOAT from the World Cup days, and his name is Mitro. Dimitri van de Vrie, also known as Mitro, age 21, is a retired player from the Netherlands. He has earned over $830,000 from competitive tournaments. Which reminds me, we are getting close to the end of this video, and I have not revealed the highest earnings player on this list. Just wait till you guys see who it is. But back to Mitro. He was one of the most popular OG EU competitive players, who was among the same popularity of Mr. Savage and Mongrel, who were on this list earlier. Mitro qualified for the Fortnite World Cup Finals with Mongrel, where he placed 6th, bringing home a whopping $225,000. Mitro's placements date all the way back to the OG skirmishes, however. He also won won the Week 2 EU Fall Skirmish, which netted him $37,000. Mitro also won the Chapter 2 Season 4 FNCS Grand Finals, which earned him $37,000. In May of 2022, Mitro retired and now will only play some events for fun. Sticking around in EU, we have Vorwin. Tom Piquet, age 23, is a retired Fortnite player who last competed in 2021, representing Spain. He has over $91,000 earned throughout his career, and he started playing competitive Fortnite during the start back in 2018. Here he placed 23rd in the Fortnite Week 6 Fall Skirmish, earning $5,000. Vorwin also qualified for the World Cup Duos, where he placed 26th, earning $50,000. After he retired, he went on to play Valorant competitively. Right next door to Spain is Portugal, and Francisco Oliveira, more popularly known as Kiku, at the age of only 17 years old, is the Portuguese player we're talking about today. With over $43,000 earned from events, he has made 6 FNCS Grand Finals in EU. Some of his most notable placements include 10th in Chapter 2 Season 5 Grands and 42nd in the solo FNCS All-Star Showdown. Kiku still competes in Fortnite to this day, unlike our next retired pro from Croatia, Jerky. Jerky has been competing since 2019 and has over $162,000 in earnings. He won Chapter 2 Season 6 of FNCS EU Grand Finals with Queasy and Trulix, which earned him $100,000. Like most of these players, he got his first earnings in the World Cup, where he placed 1,932nd in Week 1 of solos, earning him $100. He played his last event in December of 2023. Next, we have Khalid Alamar, also known as CalGamer. At just 17, he is the #1 competitor from Saudi Arabia and one of the top players on the Middle East region. He has earned a total of $87,000 over his Fortnite career, which is really impressive coming out of Middle East. He got his first earning in Winter Royale during 2019, and since then has gone on to win 3 FNCS Grand Finals in a row, winning Major 2 and 3 of 2023 and Major 1 of 2024, which qualifies him to the 2024 Global Championships later in the year. CalGamer competed in the 2023 Global Championships, where he placed 55th and earned $2,000. As of right now, CalGamer is the most dominant player in the whole Middle East region and is a favorite to win Major 2 in May. Going back to EU, our next player is one of the best, Z-Andy. Also known as Andre Ursu, Z-Andy at age 18 is the best competitive player we have ever seen from Romania. Z-Andy has earned $335,000 from Fortnite events. His biggest paydays have been from the Gamers 8 tournaments in both 2022 and 2023, where he placed both 2nd and 4th, earning $75,000 from each tournament individually. He also qualified for the 2022 FNCS Invitational, where he placed 8th, earning $20,000. I think one of the reasons Z-Andy is regarded as one of the best players around is because he performs so well at LAN, which is such a hard thing to do. Sadly, Z-Andy and his duo Hellfire failed to qualify for the recent 2024 FNCS Major, and they'll be looking to qualify for the upcoming Major 2 finals. The next player is Clement Dengler, also known as Skite. And if you couldn't tell from my horrible accent, this is the top Fortnite player from France. He is currently retired, but was one of the top EU players from 2018 to 2019. He qualified for both the Solo and Duo World Cup, and placed 7th in Solos, earning $525,000. He also placed an impressive 10th in Duos, earning $112,000. Skite was also recently seen getting back on the game and playing some Solo Victory Cups in 2023, but hasn't competed in FNCS or any other tournaments, so it seems like he's just playing for fun. The same cannot be said, however, for Nikita Kulak, also known as Stormyrite. Stormyrite is the best player in the history of Ukraine, and he has earned a total of $341,000 from competitive Fortnite events. He is currently retired because his career was greatly affected by the war in his home country, where his power would often go out while he was trying to play. Stormyrite's most notable placement before all this was winning the Chapter 2 Season 7 FNCS Grand Finals and placing 2nd in the Chapter 3 Season 1 Grand Finals. Stormyrite has now moved to Berlin in Germany for safety and has announced that he's done playing Fortnite. He's just looking to start a new chapter in his life, it seems. Our next Fortnite player is from Belgium, and at 28 years old, he is the oldest player on our list. His name is Noward. Noward started his career back in 2018. During the years 2018 to 2022, he amassed $183,000 in total from the game. His remarkable earnings came from the 2019 Fortnite World Cup, where he placed 13th and won $50,000. Next up is our our second to last country, the United States. And obviously there are a lot of players to choose from here. We have Booga, Epic Whale, Saf and Zate, Clicks, Kanata, and so many more players to choose from. Although many are going to disagree with me here, I decided to go with Peterbot. Yes, I know, but listen to what I have to say before you get mad and start commenting. Peterbot, at just 16 years old, has perhaps the most potential to keep growing as a player on this entire list, and he's also already incredibly successful as it is. He started his career on console and eventually switched to PC, where he has faced many cheating accusations for his robotic-like aim. Peterbot has over $270,000 earned from Fortnite, and his biggest win was when he placed first in the Chapter 3 Season 2 FNCS Grand Finals with his duo Byla. And here he earned $65,000. Peterbot is qualified for both the 2022 FNCS Invitational as well as the 2023 FNCS Global Championship. Peterbot most recently placed second in the 2024 Major 1 FNCS with his duo partner Poyo, earning him $45,000. Obviously, that means our last and most earned player on this entire list is Aqua. David Aqua Wang is 21 years old and is not only the top Fortnite player from Austria, but is probably the best Fortnite player of all time. I know this is kind of a bold opinion as there are so many other GOATs, but Aqua just has won and won again, even nowadays when he doesn't even try. Ever since he began competing in Fortnite tournaments in 2018, Aqua has amassed a whopping $2,195,000 from over 100 Fortnite tournaments. His most notable earnings obviously coming from the 2019 World Cup, where him and his duo Nyrox won the duo finals for a $1.5 million prize. Make sure to subscribe and comment what country you guys are from, and let me know if you want those 5,000 V-Bucks. I'll see you guys in the next video.